Hello everyone, welcome back to Car Fix. Today's video, you might have seen this table on my channel before, but it's the oak table that was left at this house when I bought it. The house was my parents' before, so I know for a fact this table is probably at least 50 years old. It's been sat in pretty much this exact position its entire life. You can see that it's dirty, it's grimy. You can see parts of it where I've started to just take back the top, just to do a few patch testing before I made this video. I'm going to show you the grime that is on this table. It is crazy because obviously my house is fairly open plan. There's the kitchen. So over time, years and years and years, using the oven, the grill, the grease and rubbish it's got in the air has obviously got on top of this table and it's got into the grain. So you can see in the grain, it's all dark, grubby and messy. And I did put a short on the other day or week or so ago that shows the amount of scrap that comes out of this table. Before I did all these patches, it was all this darker colour. You wouldn't even have thought it was that dirty. So I'll stop rambling now and show you just how dirty the top of this table is to start with. So you can see in the grain, it's all pretty dirty. I thought this was just a stain that was in the grain. It was a darker stain. But after spraying a bit of sugar soap on the top to clean it, using a metal scourer, I know you shouldn't probably use a metal scourer on this kind of surface, but it is going to be sanded up after, sorry. So if I just get on with scrubbing, you'll see just how much grease and dirt comes out of this tabletop. And can you see it? That is like lumps of actual dirt. It's not dirty water, look at it. It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy, because before I started trying this project, I would not have even thought this tabletop was dirty. And look how disgusting that is. It's all in the grain. You can see where the grain is a lot cleaner now compared to here, to say like there where I haven't been scrubbing it, like there to there. Look how much darker it is. And the reason I even started doing this was because I started to sand it and the sandpaper was just getting clogged with, like, I thought it was the polish that was over the top, but it's not. It's obviously just ingrained grease. So I'm scouring, padding it off. This is going to happen over the whole top, and then we can get on to sanding it down to make the surface look nice, and then on to staining. So once I get onto the sanding part, I'll come back to you, because you don't need to see me continuously scrubbing disgusting grime at the top of my tabletop. So yeah, I finished using the scourer on the top. I don't think it was all grime. It was probably quite a lot of the old varnish as well that's been stripped off the top. But as you can see now, the table is a much lighter colour. If I show you like what the legs look like, it's now like this on the top. So I stripped most of that varnish off. Actually, that scourer has actually worked really well to get rid of that top layer of varnish off here, because I've been now going around the edges, as you can see, using 80 grit sandpaper. And what's happening is, trying to do the varnish with this sandpaper, it's just clogging the sandpaper up constantly. I'm having to clear it out. So actually scouring any varnish that was left off the top has been really helpful. So you can see where I've been going around the edges with the sandpaper. It's super smooth. And then here you can see where I'm continuing to sand. So yeah, I'm just sanding it up, trying to get rid of that top layer of varnish to start with, and then I'll go back over it and fully sand it down with my belt sander, which is down there. Just a Bosch belt sander. It's currently got 80 grit paper on it. So I'm going to do this in stages. I'm going to 80 grit the top. Then I'm going to move to maybe something like 120. Then I'm going to go over it with maybe like a 180, 200 grit to get it really super smooth. And then we'll move on to finishing it. So I think so here we are with sanding the table. Got some 60 grit paper on the sander, and I'm going to stick it into time lapse. You just watch me sand for 5 minutes, and then I'll come back to you when it's done. So there we go, there's the table sanded up with the 60 grit. So I'm going to move on to 100 and then 200 grit, do the same thing, and we'll come back when we're due to do the finishing. So we're back after sanding, anyone. A tough job, but you got to put your back into it to get a good finish, like I always say. The more prep you put in, the better results you get. So this has had a 80 grit, 100 grit, 150, and then I found some 240 grit in my garage, so it's had a couple of whips over with that, so it's had a great sanding. It's so smooth. You can see the grain. It's looking amazing. So what I've got on here is just a couple of test patches. I know this is probably a ridiculous thing to do because I've just sanded it all, but I don't actually know what colour to finish it. I kind of do like this natural colour, so I'm thinking a clear. This patch here is antique pine, gloss finish. Makes it a little bit deeper and darker. Bit closer to the original colour of it, but not quite as brown as you can see on the legs. The legs have been scuffed up. They're going to be painted a light grey to match the rest of the furniture in the front room. So they're not been stained, so they've just been scrubbed back, ready for painting. And over here, I've just got some clear wax, which really brings out the grain, I think, in this. So I think the clear wax is going to be the one that I go for on here. Grey legs, and there's 6 chairs as well, which are currently this brown, which are going to get grey paint. And they've also got some horrible brown seat covers on. So I'm leaving that one to the wife. She can deal with reupholstering these seats. It's something I could do, but it's as easy as whipping the seat cover off and restapling some on. I might make a video about it at a later time, but this particular project is just about the table at the moment. So I will get on with, well, I'm going to wait for the wife to get in, have a decision on colour. I'll wax it all up and come back to you when it's finished and back in its home, and I'll give you a quick look at it fully done. So here we go, we're back, everyone. The table's back inside. The dogs are happy with it, as you can see. And this is the final finish. As you can see, I've painted up the legs into a light grey to match the other furniture in the house, the coffee table, the chest drawers over there. But I'll give you a quick close-up of the top. So as you see, you'll still see the grain in it. And I decided on the clear. Apologise for the noise, you can hear it. My neighbour is welding or something, grinding and welding at the minute. But this is the wax that I ended up using. So it's Johnson's finishing wax. Just a plain clear wax. Use two coats of it. All you do is scrape it straight out of the tin, rub it on, buff it off. Just give you a quick circle. And the plant is a real plant. So there you can see all the grain in it. And for the finishing of the legs, I use this, which is interior wood and metal in a light grey. This is just B&Q home brand. It's like a chalk furniture type paint. And if I just bring you over here, you'll be able to see it from the side. So yeah, guys, tell me what you think. And the chairs are just going to be this light grey colour, the same as the rest of the table. There is a little bit of touching up to do with the paint on the legs, a little tiny bit of sanding where there's a little bit of drips, but as you can see, that actual table has turned out really nice on top. I'm really actually pretty happy with it. So if you like the video, if you've got any questions, hit me up in the comments, like, favourite, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next project. Peace.